Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn, or Starlight Sonata, 60th of the week. Oh, who are you? Hey, Innkeep. Hiya, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do. Yeah. The birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know? They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again. You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Something with the fence. And Rusted Lagoon. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyway? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls, and alike. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But do you know what I'm most excited about? Nips. No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason I'm going to Boreas. That'd be Fable's reason. True. You're so right. If you happen to meet a nymph, treat them for me. Sure. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year when the mornings are still a bit chilly and the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. Isn't that a different background here? That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. But I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a beautiful bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. The one thing Fable can't grow! Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite a walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, Innkeep. See you soon. Hi, Chrissy. Nice to meet you. Or, I guess technically re-meet you. Here, I'm just used to nighttime, I guess. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. Well, sort of. It was a little depressing. How so? Can I have a drink first? Sure. What were you looking for? Something to help me wind down a little, feel a little less like a bunch of mushy moss. Though I still have to make the rounds around the grove later, so something that'll keep me awake and agile would be nice. Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I hope so. Some swift strike. She does like some swift strike. Yeah. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. Right. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think I feel ready to tell you the story now. Please, go ahead. Do you remember Mr. Dragon? Lynn's deadbeat werewolf uncle. Unfortunately. I think he's still on her mind. She's been very down since we came back, and I'm worried about how quiet she's being too. I wanted to cheer her up. So you took her to the circus? I think that would have had the opposite effect. No, it was a stupid idea. You're going to laugh. I won't. Carolyn did. Probably because she hasn't felt any genuine emotion in a while and wasn't sure how to react. I'm much more well-advised as an individual. I don't know about that. Please, just tell me the story. Okay. So, we have this small werewolf community in the Ashen Grove. A couple of lycanthrope-affected elves settled there about 200 years ago, and they've welcomed people like them ever since. They offered support for anyone trying to get their curse under control. And a home with a beautiful view to boot. You took her there, didn't you? I thought if I took Carolyn there, I could show her that there's still hope for her uncle, even if he doesn't find a cure. She thought it was ridiculous and a little silly, at least until I started trying to involve the werewolves. Oh boy. I tried to tell them about Mr. Dragon, so they could help cheer her up. I thought if I told them he's chasing a cure, they would be interested in meeting him. Maybe even offer to help. But instead, everyone just ended up really sad. And then we were all quiet. I'm sorry, Fable. It was a sweet idea. Maybe just a little too soon. Or too late. I wish I could have done more that day. Maybe made them talk it out or hug it out or yell it out. That day's over. It happened and it went how it went. All you can change is the present. I guess that's true. I took her on a walk after to my favorite spots in the grove. She told me a bit about her Baba. She sounds much nicer than Mr. Dragon. Indeed. I hope the Wyvern Chimera is everything she hopes it to be. Perhaps it will be, or maybe it'll be even more. I hope so. Well, may the stars of Cassiopeia and Leviathan guide her way. May they lead her down the right path and back to my tavern. Do you think she'll let me read her star sign soon? Maybe if you ask her nicely. Maybe. Though I wouldn't want to bother her. Should ask her. Alright, if you say so. I'll ask her when she comes back so I can draw her a chart. And if she says no, I'll keep trying until I figure her out. That's the spirit. Persistent little gal, aren't you? I hope she'll come back. Of course she will. They always do. I'd like to think so. Me too. Should take a break from worrying. Maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit, if that's okay. Ooh. You know it's a video game when they say I'll idle here. I'll just AFK over here for a little moment. Always. Greetings, innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Yes, that's you. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment, with winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek. I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it into the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. I get you're a vampire, but like, do you have to be a vampire when you're vampiring? You have to ask about my blood all the damn time. Come on now. Come on now. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect. Thank you, innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled the Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, nice segue. How is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone to your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon. And you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. That... Nobody wants to spend their day off with their boss. Sir? Sir? But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught fire, and my hand, and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires? It is? Yeah. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the markets later? I did. It was beautiful, colourful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time, very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations? Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We know him? We did, though I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my pasca recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me? He asked me about you. Me? Yeah. Said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver you greetings and congratulations on a well-running establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux piece of your precious innkeep as found in her house of denial. Very poetic, you ask me. Very, yeah. Only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Or a creep. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time in the market? Oh, most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat. And a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I brought it for Rio as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figure with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Okay. Anyhow, how does a memory of someone live on in your heart if you don't remember them? Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? a haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how it will change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less lonely. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. Ah, the refusal to change is dangerous, innkeep. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebration also, would it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. Well, I don't know if I'd call it like. Tolerate. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. Still hates you. You're hard to fully dislike. Yeah. Oh, how sweet of you. As sweet as my blood. And I have a lot. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There is nothing greater than friendship. Don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend, Stranger, told me that he would like to see you again. He said... What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course. The letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Uh-oh. With a knife in it. Please tell me it didn't come with a knife in it. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think it's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. Yeah. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic? Longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend. It would go so well with the firework. What firework? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Firework? Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with firework. Are you gonna burn my inn down? Whoa! I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful! They're falling from the sky. Uh-oh. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Is this a war? Everything's on fire out there. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Shooting stars or falling stars?